me get some arrows real quick. Oh shit. I mean, hey, this is Rockman. Welcome back to more Majora's Mask. But before we beat the game, I gotta blow that guy up with a powder keg. So that's what I'm getting ready to try here. And I just went live without a song, so God, it's still so dark on my television. It's ridiculous. Hey, Stallnox. Hey, Doom. I don't understand this. All my life I've been able to do this with the bunny hood. And then last time it was like, no, the bunny hood, you don't need the bunny hood, you need the bunny hood, you don't need the bunny hood. What the fuck is it? Look at this shit. Doom knows all about that.
Where are there crickets?
Hello, song.
Why are there crickets? Oh, that was a problem. I had to refresh. I was like, I didn't even know you were live. Hello. So who else wants to join me in saying that he should have a green bar when he goes to the moon instead of a blue bar? Green bar, green bar, green bar, green bar.
Why don't you tell Stallnox about Mulan?
I made a man out of Rockman. I will say your face when all the guys were suddenly in drag at the end and they were the reprise of the song. You just kind of went, you have got to be kidding me. Yes, I have not made him a rock. Rockman's a rock. He is an island.
Alright, well, did we ever figure out if I'm supposed to hit the bag out of his hand and then hit him with the bomb, or just hit him with the bomb?
I know nothing. I just spouted out a great idea. It's like, what if we blow him up with a powder keg?
I think I want to knock it out of his hand and then hit him, maybe. If I screw this up, we gotta wait another 10 minutes. So I promised that I would tell Doom something about Disneyland. So, like, last year I was streaming that Walt Disney World Magical Racing Quest game, or whatever the hell it was called, and so I was talking about all of my memories that I have of going to Disneyland and Disney World, and all of the video evidence that I have of me doing that, right? And I actually was, because I was rewatching the VOD a little bit a few days ago, And I said, and everything that I said in that stream is true as far as my memory goes, but I guess memory is faulty or something. Well, especially when you're 2 years old. But what is true is that we have video of me and I guess Ratmus going to Disneyland in 1983, Disney World in 1984 and 85. And I was talking to my mom about that, and she said that she remembered taking me to Disneyland before that in 1981 when she was pregnant with Ratmus. So Ratmus was not there. Our mom was pregnant with Ratmus. So I was 2. And we have no video evidence of this. Why? Because my dad didn't have that camera yet. Because videotape number 1 that we have is in 1983. It's us at our great grandma's party, and everyone's like, "Oh, I got this new camera. We're going to Disneyland." And then the next thing, we're in Disneyland, and Ratmus is there, and he's 1 year old. No, there's no photos. There's no videos. There's only my parents' memories.
Nice.
And my parents tell me that, and again, I told this story. My godmother said, "Oh, he'll be fine to take on Space Mountain." It was my godmother and her oldest son, and apparently my dad and his oldest son. Somehow they took me on Space Mountain when I was 2 years old, and I of course have no memory of this. I only have my parents telling me that this happened, and it was a freaking disaster. And I assumed that happened in 83, but apparently, according to them, it happened in 1981 when I was 2. I don't know how they let a 2-year-old baby onto that ride, but apparently they did.
Either. I think
Maybe they.
is Space Mountain the one inside of Epcot, the big dome thing?
Doom will have to answer that question.
I don't know. I think my sister-in-law also. No. Okay, one of those rides. Somehow my sister-in-law got on one because she was tall for her age, so she was still like at the correct height, but she mentally was not ready for it. Okay. I think it was Space Mountain. Then I confused which one was Space Mountain and not Space Mountain, and so she was traumatized for a while. And that's a big story for them, is how they tricked her to get onto the ride.
So yeah, apparently unbeknownst to me, I went to Disneyland in. They said it was. Wait, no. This was. Hold on. No, this was Disney World. Excuse me if I said Disneyland.
You kept saying Disneyland.
Okay. No. I think again. This is. Yeah, it was Disney. Apparently, it was Disney World because I guess they just keep taking me to Disney World. I guess they like going to Florida better. The reason why we went to Disneyland in 1983, I guess, is because that's California. That's to see my cousin, who I think was. Oh no, that was.
I didn't like their rides till middle school.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that it was Disney World, 1981, rode Space Mountain. I was 2, no memory, no video evidence. 83, we have video evidence, Disneyland. 84, 85, Disney World. All right, so that, I didn't want to lie and give you false information, Doom. So that's all straightened up now. So now we're back to this. It's about to happen. Okay, so last time I screwed this up, I forget. Let's slow down time. Okay. And we got the Goron mask. We got the just regular arrows in case I need to blow it up, and the powder keg. All right, so I'm going to swipe him, and then I'm going to turn into a Goron, put the powder keg down somewhere, and then hope that I can arrow it when he goes past. I don't know. And how many times am I going to try this song if I screw this up?
3. I think 3 is the max I can convince you.
I think that explosion was close enough to him, but it didn't seem to do anything. Do you
I agree.
agree?
Yeah.
Well, and the only other thing we could do is try it again without hitting the bag down, or maybe try a regular bomb, but I don't know if
What is his name again?
Sakan. Well, speaking of roller coasters, because yeah, like again, my mom was talking to me about this story, and I was like, I have no memory of going on Space Mountain and being traumatized. So then she was like, well, then why do you hate roller coasters? And I was like, because I have common sense.
How do you spell Sakan?
Sakon.
S-A-K. Okay, I did find a YouTube. Hold on. I'm watching the short.
While you're doing that, real quick, I'm missing something on the menu. It's bomb shoes.
That didn't really. That was not. That. This does not feel like they did it correctly. Like, that. I don't think so.
Okay, I thought. What? Okay, did he put the powder keg there before the scene happened, and then it just
I
blew at the
don't
right
know.
time?
It's not very clear. That's why I'm so confused.
If you go back to the start and look at it, it's sitting there in the cutscene. Okay, see, now I'm wondering if it might.
Oh, it is.
It must be different if you blow him right, because if you blow him up before he drops, it's not that he's blowing up; it's that the bomb bag is blowing up.
Ah. Yeah, because Lady doesn't have the bomb bag in the next one.
So do I? I'm like, do I need to do that again? It's like, but the fucking YouTube short did it, so why do I need to do it? Well, nobody in my stream is watching the YouTube short.
Okay, because I mean, I agree with you. It looks like it's what kills him is blowing up the bomb bag that he's carrying, not necessarily the powder keg.
Like, does somebody have a video of just doing that, but just with a regular bomb? And because I guess the point is, does it have the same result as a regular bomb? Which I'm guessing, yes, it does. If you blow him up with a regular bomb before he drops the bag, the bomb will blow up, and then he'll be dead, and you'll be screwed out of getting the bomb bag. Is the point?
This is a terrible recording. But this person shoots Sakan with an arrow and blows the bag up. And thus blows him up in pretty much the same fashion.
So, in other
Are you
words,
feeling?
we're basically what we've basically confirmed is that when he has the bag in his hands, you can blow him up with an arrow, you can blow him up with a regular bomb, you can blow him up with a powder keg. The thing blows up, and you fail because you don't get the bomb bag. I guess it's blown up. But after you knock it out of his hands, then I think he's impervious, and he just leaves. I guess. So should I just move on to beating the game then?
Sure.
And people in chat, Song for some reason just started yelling me this idea last night. She's like, she doesn't want me to get the milk and just do it with a green magic bar. Why? I don't know.
I think it's funny. Because it's so against you, and I just like being devil's advocate.
You clearly like taking me out of my comfort zone
Yes.
and making a man out of me.
Yes.
Why do you do these things?
Because I'm a girl worth fighting for.
By the way, the whole time we were watching that movie, and I couldn't remember what the hell her character's name is in Star Wars and Boba Fett, Fennec Shand. I just could not remember the character's name, and it pissed me off. You couldn't remember it either.
Yeah, but I don't care.
But yeah, Doom, I was looking at like the voice actors in that movie, and I was like, oh, I know a lot of these people. I bet I'm gonna love this.
Well, I think, like, so you didn't like Eddie Murphy, which is understandable. Because he is what makes it more of a kid's movie, because if it didn't have Eddie Murphy, it would have been far too serious for children.
That's the thing is like I really would have loved the movie better if it wasn't for children at all. If they had no songs and no Eddie Murphy, and like I was reading about it, and people,
Oh, come on.
people were like, there's no animals, there's no goddamn cricket in the frickin' Chinese legend. Disney shoved those in there. Imagine if it had no cricket, no dragon, no singing, and was just a straight up gritty story of that literal Chinese legend of Mulan.
Do you want to watch the live action Mulan?
No.
Because it doesn't have the cricket. It has a phoenix instead of Mushu, and he doesn't talk, and there's no singing.
I definitely did not find those guys as offensive as I found Mushu, which, by the way, wasn't Mushu? I could have sworn that, like, in the Rush Hour movies, that's what Chris Tucker keeps saying, and it sounds like he thinks it's a euphemism for Chinese sex. It's like, I want some Mushu, I want some Mushu! He just means sex. So that's great for the kids.
I do not recall.
You don't have those movies memorized? God
No.
damn it! I was gonna look up the voice actors of Mulan. I think.
But you gotta have the song "I'll Make a Man Out of You" because that's one of the greatest Disney songs. It's so memeable.
I'm sure it is. So yeah, we already discussed Ming-Na Wen as Mulan, and yeah, Doom. I didn't really know her as an actress until she was in Star Wars. So yeah, I before that, I didn't even know that she was the girl in Street Fighter. Eddie Murphy, yeah, so Captain Li Shang, his voice was done by B.D. Wong, who I said was the Asian guy in Jurassic Park. um, Harvey Firestein. He's like I think he's a Jewish comedian. He did Yao. But and like Sean Yu is an actor that I know, Miguel Ferrer, and Doom Frank Welker did like the sound of the horses and the crickets and all that, and like George Takei, I thought he was going to be more in the movie, but he's not in the movie very much. Same with Pat Morita. But Doom, like the actor that I most identified with out of all these people, and what I mean by that is like when I was listening to their voices, and I was like the one that I was most like, I know that actor, I know that actor, I know that actor. It was ironically Fa Zhou, which I guess is her father, right?
Yes.
He's literally just a Korean American character actor who's just been in a bunch of different things that I've seen, like guest starred on all sorts of shows, including MASH and Time Tracks. And he just in one episode of Time Tracks, and I'm like, I know that guy from Time Tracks, and a bunch of other things.
So I can tell you that. So the greatest gift and honor is having you for a daughter. I can just bring that out whenever I want now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Frank Welker did the Spock screams in Search for Spock. Is that really? All right. I should be thinking about how much preparation I think I need here. So I got one fairy. We're not getting any Chateau Romani apparently. I've got enough bombs and bomb shoes. I mean, I guess I could buy some more bomb shoes for the hell of it.
For some reason, I thought what's his face would like cost magic to use, and apparently he doesn't.
What's
the mask?
You mean the fierce deity?
Yeah.
I think it does to use the crapyites, the energy beams, but I don't think it just costs it just to wear it. Yeah, which Bunny almost did, and she was like, "Calm down, Rockman. I'm not gonna run out of bomb shoes," but she would have if I hadn't insisted that she got extra ones beforehand. I guess that is kind of annoying to me. Is like that seems like the one instance of like any part of this game where it's like you could soft lock yourself in the sense of like, you'd have to like play the Song of Time and start the 3-day cycle all over again. I think it's like, why did they do that? It's dumb.
Why did you buy even more bomb shoes?
Because Doom was concerned that I would run out. It's not like I need the money for anything else, right?
You guys taking the money out of the bank and had less than 5,000 in there?
I'd sooner slit my own wrist than do that. I bet he was, Stelnox. I bet he was. Yeah, and like I said, the guy's Korean or Korean American. He was playing a Japanese guy in Time Tracks.
And so the first mask you're going to give up is the bunny hood.
No. I don't need sticks or nuts, do I?
I don't know, look in your pants.
Speaking of which, how come when Mulan got injured and went to that doctor, they just violated HIPAA? And what happened to doctor-patient confidentiality?
It didn't exist.
What do you mean it didn't exist in ancient China? It's bullshit.
It's one of those funny things where they're like, they brought a doctor in to do that. And I'm like, bullshit, those guys would have been like ripping the thing off to start dressing the wound immediately.
Bro.
Hi, bro.
Yes, I know HIPAA didn't exist back then, but which is crazy because like HIPAA was only existed since like the 90s. But even before that, I think we had a concept of doctor-patient confidentiality, whatever that means. Maybe not in ancient China, but they should have. Okay, if they have a talking fucking dragon by Eddie Murphy, they can have that.
Nope, women don't have rights.
Yeah, but she wasn't a woman. She was a. They thought at that point that she was a man.
When you rip off her shirt
Mm,
to dress the wound in her side, boobs.
that's really dumb. That guy was a bad doctor.
That and it's kind of a like. You can usually generally tell from bone structures.
Oh, not with that animation. Alright, I'm ready to go to the moon, right? I'm not forgetting anything, right?
Ratmus, I convinced him not to have any chateau.
Ravis, have you ever seen Mulan? Yeah, did you like Eddie Murphy? Fucking groan. Fucking cringe. I don't think I liked Donkey very much in Shrek either. But then again, like Shrek was already a comedy. So you see, like Mulan should have been a serious drama. It's not like I don't have anything against Eddie Murphy personally. I just think that having that type of humor was just so wrong for that movie.
Dishonor on you and dishonor on your cow.
Yeah. Sure. It's like so yeah. If I go into the last fight with full magic, I don't think that'll be a problem. It's like, what the hell else do I need magic for? I think just for the Goron rolling, but there's infinite magic jars there, so. Ratmus just makes everything up, Doom. Don't you know that by now? I saw some weird message from Twitch. It said something like, if you miss somebody's stream and it ruins your stream streak, you can go watch that VOD and then you will get your stream streak back or something. You believe that, Doom? a certain point of view, everything that I said about going to Disneyland was true, except for the stuff that wasn't. I was 2 years old. How was I supposed to know? Rammus, do you remember going to Disney World, I guess it was, when you were, not even born yet? Seek Overwatch past broadcast. Space Mountain is my father. Bitch slapped. And whatever. So, do you guys want to know about my new computer that came like over a week earlier than it was expected? Well, it's sitting right over there. You can't see it. No, I'm not streaming on it. Oh God, what am I supposed to do here? No, it is not in the box anymore. Obviously, the Ratmus, I was talking to you and Song on Teams that time. Need to make sure that worked. The pause was me looking for the oath to order on my piece of cardboard. But yeah, the plan is that Ratmus is coming over on Saturday. We're going to stream Echoes of Wisdom on my current computer because I'm not ready to switch and I don't want any problems, with the stream. Once Ratmus is gone, then next week, hopefully I'll have my new computer set up and we'll do some test streams. Make sure that all works. My Rumble Pack is rumbling. Didn't I just watch Bunny do this? Yes. I don't think so. Doom is sitting inside its compartment with the lid on. Jumper pack, isn't that for the Dreamcast? You guys want me to just put my controller down on the desk and see what happens? No, don't do that. Oh, yeah. Do I still have that with my Nintendo 64 stuff, or is it in the crawl space or something? I have a Game Shark Pro. I have another Rumble Pack with no batteries in it. I have a Nintendo 64 memory card. I don't know where my jump pack is. Did I give it to you, Song?
Which one?
I don't know. I have this crazy memory, like maybe I gave it to you to put into your Nintendo 64 because you lost yours.
Mm. I think I had to remove mine to play some game and had to like replace it or put one back in or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm snoozing.
Is that allowed?
You're in the bottom of the well, it's allowed.
Not in the bottom of the well.
You are in my dreams.
Even then, it wasn't allowed. Just did it anyways. Garbage day. Consume it. Consume everything. Oh shit! Zombie time! Zombie time! 4 weeks from today, Ratmus will be eating at the barbecue place. Not only with brisket, but also strawberry sundrop. Holy shit. I mean, according to us learning kanji, this is Moon Day, isn't it? Monday is Moon Day, right? Doing that stream VOD of me learning kanji in quotation marks is getting decent views. It's got like 44 views. That's good for me. I think people are actually learning kanji. Not song. She went to sleep during that stream.
Yeah.
Should I be like Bunny and just go straight to Majora? I want to do the fucking Goron one last, so make sure I don't get that guy.
You can get rid of the bunny hood first.
No. I don't know, Stelmax. I didn't look into it. I'll just go in order of most useless, which is this. And this. What's the next most useless mask? How about this one? I don't want to taste blood. I thought this was Georg, but I guess it's Twin Mold. Fine, then you have the Giant's mask. Oh, that guy's dead. What? I think for someone who quote unquote fought for our country in the 60s, the least fucking problem that they would have with today's country is people like Bunny judging from their complacent lifestyle. It's like we've got bigger problems than that. Everything that that person fought for going down the toilet. Well, Doom, I used 2 bomb shoes, I think. It's a good thing I got those extra ones, right? Just ask Forrest Gump, Ratness. This is for 2 heart pieces. This is for 1 heart piece. This was for 1 heart piece. When did Gump do that? this is for one heart piece. Oh yeah, well, they weren't very nice, so they deserve to be punched. Yes, that's the correct spelling. Try not to sneeze. You can have it froggy style.
By the way, I don't even have the checklist open because you only had 5 things left, so I figure you can check those off.
Deku, check. Link, check. Tim Taylor sounds like an asshole. Stalnox. Which one is which? That's the fish, right? coffee, take the couple, take the Brennan. Alright, now I have to consult my strategy guide here. Alright, so when Bunny did this area of the moon, she got 3 of the heart pieces, and she missed 1, and that's because she missed this one. The first path that she tried, I think, sent her straight back to the start. But then the second path she tried immediately took her to the end kid, and then apparently once you leave this place after talking to the kid and giving him the maths, you're SOL on the fucking heart piece. So we gotta make sure we get the heart piece first. So first you turn right, and then at every other intersection after that you need to go left. That's one way to get it. If you're talking in terms of getting the heart piece, she was crazy unlucky, then I say. What the fuck, Ratmus? And I went the wrong way, and I think I'm going straight to the end. There is a way to get out of here, right? Somebody please tell me there's a way to get out of here. Why is there no way to get out of here? Wait.
There was.
Thank God for Disco Granny.
Calm down. Doom doom.
Yeah, like I didn't necessarily expect there to be a pipe like this, but the Goron level has all over it those things, those teleporters that will just teleport you right back to the start. I can't believe this doesn't have that there. That's dumb. So probably, obviously we got there accidentally, but probably the best way to get there, remember, it is left, left, right, right. You can have the Mask of Truth, Gimdo, and Great Fairy. Totally useful. Everybody's favorite part of this, right? A mask and the captain's hat. What do you mean that's not it, Stelmax? The fuck? Real trouble lining this up straight.
Yeah, feel my pain.
Rather not.
That was mean.
Teleporter basically put me straight on where I needed to be.
I forget what my last line was. Unless it was feel my pain, in which case we can make period jokes.
No, we cannot.
There's always room for period jokes.
There's always room for Jello is the correct line. Oh, fuck. It was past the point of this taking 2 hours. I do not remember having this much trouble with this last time I did this. I would just do it like second try. Okay, so checklist. You're damn right, Doom. Thoron and Zora. All heart pieces get. The only thing left on the checklist is Fierce Deity's mask. Now to give away two of my favorite masks. Stone mask helps me out. The best mask of all.
Don't feed his ego, Doom. That I should tell Rockman that his check just that the guy lied.
Checklist complete.
Can you beat this game with no masks other than the important transformation ones?
No. I mean,
Oh, right, you have to have the mask from the Gorman brothers.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's. Well, let's not talk about speedrunners glitching the piss out of it. Standardly, you need the Garo mask to get into Akana.
Yeah.
You need the Gibdo mask to get past the Gibdos. There might be another one I'm forgetting. But as I have no masks right now, I don't know.
I think only those two are needed.
My God, and Mia Hon intended you to beat this game.
I'm just looking at that doom and I'm like, Cobra. Yes, it sends out sword beams.
How much damage did you take in your 3-heart run, Doom?
Did you have the defense upgrade?
I don't know, Doom. Did you have the defense upgrade? As Casey Lowe once said, if you have 3 hearts and the white border, you are quite simply the dumbest person alive.
So now the ocean's gonna die because there's no moon, right?
Was there ever really a moon there to begin with? So we have time to blow up that guy with the powder keg for real, right? I don't think I ever really got the broken giant's knife. Well, I mean, I never like tried to use it to like. You can use it to attack. Or what? Huh. Yeah, I've never tried that.
Well, that's because you have the broken giant's knife for the least amount of time possible.
Didn't I do Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask without guides at some point?
I don't remember Ocarina of Time. I know you did Majora's Mask because that's when you forgot about the doggy races.
She'll never let me forget about it, because why we have that command.
Hilarious, because you were just because I did. I told you like when you at the end of the stream, I'm like, you're like, all right, am I missing anything? And I was like, yes. And then you had to figure out what you were missing. And it took you figuring out that it was something you could do before you were a Zora, but after beating the Goronzo, which I don't think is technically. I think I had to go off of when you got your Mask of Truth or something. Which I think.
I love Twilight Princess, I love Wind Waker, but Majora's Mask is still my favorite Zelda game. Even with jumping off the fucking jumping game. Still my favorite Zelda game. It's like, and I think, I don't know if Bunny said it, but I can't really speak for her, but at least it seemed like to me, from watching her play it, that the thing she most enjoyed about it was the NPCs, of this world, and that's a big part of why I enjoy it. Learning who they are, learning to love them, learning about their lives, their troubles, helping them out, the side quests, this, that, and the other. Time traveling, time loop. It's just so fun to me. I do like Zelda 2 though. I love Zelda 2. Now can I put my controller down, or is it going to vibrate? No, probably not going to stream this game again for 4, 5, 6, 7 years. At the time, did you play Zelda games in quotation marks for the challenge of beating it with 3 hearts? Cobra, that's somebody else with the same model as her. That's a Lulu. These, let me turn this down a bit.
Okay, because has Cobra just not played Majora's Mask?
No, he has not.
Okay, now it's making more sense. Because I'm like, what are you talking about, Cobra? It's a big plot point.
This is basically an alternate universe where it's everyone from Hyrule is completely different people.
Well, except Skull Kid's kind of like, hey, you smell like that fairy kid.
Okay, yeah, well, obviously Link comes through, so does Skull Kid. So does...
Possibly the mask guy.
The mask guy, definitely. I never thought about it, but Tattle and Tail, like, they're in Hyrule at the beginning with the Skull Kid, but I think they came from Termina. So I wonder, like, I guess Skull Kid came from Hyrule to Termina, met those 2 fairies, and I guess he figured out a way to travel back and forth, as the mask salesman did. But as far as we know, this Link just stayed here on Termina and became Mikau, Zora Link, and just lived out that life forever and disappeared from the timeline. Oh god, because he could never get back. At least that's my theory. You could call it a game theory if you want. Yeah, I was gonna say that, like, even though Cobra may have seen me stream this game or something, a lot of times when I watch somebody play a game that I never played, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't pay attention.
I didn't necessarily have that problem with, like, this game or Ocarina except for like specific dungeon crawling. But like I knew the plot and like how to interact with the people when I played it for the first time. I had no clue when it came to A Link to the Past. I was like, I have no idea where I'm going.
So, Doom, what age were you when? Let me see. Well, 2000, this game came out, so Doom would have been 16.
I was 11.
So my question was, Doom, when you were 16 and playing quote-unquote really hard games, what was the hardest game that you played and beat at that time? At that time, not later in life.
I was Cobra's age.
Cobra and Saw were born the same year?
It's like Cobra's always going to be 10 years younger than you, Rockman.
I was Song's age 10 years ago.
How did that feel?
I would say a lot better, but I was already starting to have back problems by that time too, so... Come on, Doom. Vice would say that's just a fucking excuse. Just fucking do it.
Now, the other thing we assume from this is that this Link eventually, like when he dies or his spirit goes back to Hyrule and becomes the soldier that trains Twilight Princess Link. Is the assumption, right?
This Link?
Wouldn't it be this Link? Because the Link from the other timeline disappeared. Like, one timeline has a Link because he went back in time after Ocarina. And I think it's this Link. And then the other Link, the other timeline just doesn't have a Link, and they become Wind Waker. I've blown Rockman's mind.
I'm confused.
How?
I guess because yeah, I'm looking at the timeline, and like you said, that it said Majora's Mask and then Twilight Princess, but I thought that there's I thought that there was no Link successor in Wind Waker, that because he went off to Termina, but that's not true.
No, it's because that Link disappeared because he went back in time. Okay, so one timeline continued without a Link.
So my theory about him never leaving Termina is clearly wrong then. Because I guess he went back to Hyrule? Because then otherwise how could he become the hero's spirit that teaches the Twilight Princess Link later?
Well, your spirit can just return to your homeworld or something, or blah, blah, blah. I mean, at the end of this, Link runs off with Epona because he's still, like, looking for Navi or something.
Yeah, but is he in Termina or Hyrule in that cutscene?
I think he's just exploring everywhere because he can. Like, I've saved the world, I've now saved the world twice, I'm gonna go do whatever the hell I want. And then I'm gonna die of old age, and my spirit goes back to Hyrule. Are you going to go get magic and a heart? You said you would never come back here.
I did say that.
You lied.
Never again! But yeah, when you were talking about the timeline, I searched my computer for timeline so I could find that picture, and then that brisket grilled cheese, because that's from the Timeline barbecue. It says Timeline brisket grilled cheese, and I'm going to be eating in 4 weeks. Apparently, we had cheese curds at one point, and the strawberry sundrop. Whoops.
Thought you liked cherry lemon sundrops.
I do, but strawberry sundrop though. I think I was looking through like some of my old video game documents, and again before streaming, but sometime after I got into the Xbox and got obsessed with achievements and whatnot. Like, I wrote down a list that I made up entirely myself of if Majora's Mask was going to have achievements, like on Xbox, what those achievements would be. And Song, you and your brother never got all the achievements.
For what?
Because you never got the room key.
Yeah, because we're not monsters.
A monster is someone who doesn't get all the achievements.
You're a monster if you have that Goron stay outside when he was a responsible citizen and made a reservation.
Cobra's asking something. This? Yeah, that's the giant's mask. Turns you into a giant. Yeah, let me look at the masks again about which ones you need. I mean, Song, you already said that we only needed those two, but yeah, the blast mask. I mean, yeah, I guess you don't really need the stone mask. Although God help me if I try to beat this game without it. I guess you don't need the great fairies, and you don't want all the fairies and this and that, and I mean, you imagine playing the game without the bunny hood, which you need the brown mask to even get. That'd be terrible. Fuck this mask. Mask of Truth couples. Yeah, circus leader. I guess you don't need Romani. So yeah, I guess technically if you're a minimalist and not a fucking glitch ass speedrunner, yeah, you would just need the Gibdo and the Garo. Kind of strange. Wait, do you need? Hold on.
I don't know if you need the giant's mask.
You need the captain's hat.
You need it?
How else are you going to get the Song of Storms, which is required? And yeah, I don't.
Oh, right.
You don't need the giant's mask. Like the treasure chest will appear, but then just don't open it. And if you can figure out how to beat twin mold without it, which obviously you can. So yeah, strange that these three are technically required, and they're all in the middle bottom like this, and obviously in addition to the 3 transformation masks.
They're all Akana ones.
All stuff you get, yeah, in Akana towards the end of the game.
What are you doing? Are you beating the bosses with fancy face?
I made this up in 2012. These Majora's Mask achievements that I just made up. So yeah, one of them is complete the Bomber's Notebook song. By complete the Bomber's Notebook, I mean get all of the ribbons, which means you got to get the Room Key song. You don't have all
No.
the achievements song. See, I've
Guess
got.
what? I'm also not going to get the compass in the ice cavern because you don't need it.
I'll make up some achievements for that. So, yeah, the last achievement that I have here is beat any temple boss with the Fierce Deity's mask. So that's what I'm going to do here. It's like you can use the Fierce Deity mask on any of the bosses, but like the last one, it's like for me, just using the Giant's mask, like why would you use this instead? Fucking Georg, like I don't think this would help very much. I mean, I guess you would just use it in place of arrows. Why? I don't think it helps. It doesn't really help on Goat either. I mean, you can knock him down and then use it. The only one where it really, really, kicks ass and helps and is actually fun to use is obviously this one. And I don't know what Stonenox and Doom are talking about.
What if you could use it against the Wizrobe?
Have you ever seen this Cobra? This is the first boss of this game.
He says weird things that Rockman and Ratman say are curse words.
Oh, he's dead. Achievement
You can
unlocked.
get to hear his curse words.
Want to hear curse words? I can curse all day. I somehow walked over the aura and past it at first.
Yeah, did Bunny ever, like, I don't know if you've told me this, did Bunny, like, figure out that wearing the Garu mask made all the Garu pop up, and that's why she kept having to fight them and them giving her hints?
I'm not entirely sure.
Because it was hilarious that she was doing the exact thing of, like the game telling you what to do. Oh no, it's kind of backseating, but not, because it's the game telling you. But you could be doing something that would make it not pop up.
What was the name of that Titanic game that I played on Wii?
I don't know.
Hidden Mysteries, Titanic Secrets of the Fateful Voyage. Okay. Because I was looking at my following page and somebody is apparently streaming a game called Titanic Adventure Out of Time. And I was like, is that the game I played? But no, apparently it isn't. It looks like a point-and-click adventure game, which this also is.
You don't have perfect magic anymore.
Yeah, well, I'll fix that, okay? I mean, how much longer am I going to stream? Because this is it. Should I buy a powder keg and blow that guy up again? That's not what I wanted.
Well, if you do, you need to make sure he's, like, carrying the bomb bag or something this time.
Yeah. Where's my games list?
See, I'm confused, like, it's like they're making games about the Titanic, like, and I'm like, make a game about, like, Pompeii. Like, it's one of those, it happened so long ago, but that just feels so much more wrong, and I don't know how okay I am with that, because I shouldn't be okay with either of them.
How about Krakatoa?
How many people died with Krakatoa?
I don't know.
Oh, and didn't the volcano go off today?
I don't know.
Yeah. Something in, like, Italy area. There's a volcano. Mount Etna.
Everest?
Etna. ETNA. Currently exploding. Maybe, I don't know if it's currently, but.
ETNA?
Etna.
Etna.
It's in Italy.
Sounds like a goddamn insurance company.
Apparently it's a very active one, so. But it exploded like 10 hours ago. Maybe over 10 hours ago. Maybe like 12, I don't know. But boom.
Doom, what other N64 games do you want me to switch to? Banjo-Kazooie? Blast Core 64, I still have it on my list even though it's just Blast Core. I should totally change that, right? Clay Fighter 63 and a third. Cruising USA, Excite Bike 64. Extreme G, XG2. Isn't that the game you like, Son?
Mm-hmm. I like Destruction Derby.
F1 Pole Position 64. GoldenEye 007.
Sloppers.
I'm just, because I'm done with Majora's Mask and I have the N64 hooked up, so I'm like, what other N64 games should I play? So I'm just literally listing my N64 games.
Oh, you should play Tetrisphere.
I don't have that.
Well, you should. You would hate it. It's like Hexic.
Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, which is apparently rated M for mature. What about Nagano Winter Olympics 98 song?
Nah.
That's the game your brother gave to me, right? Because he was disgusted with it, right?
No, you asked for it. And you just kind of gave me this look like whatever.
I asked for it and he gave me a look like, what the hell is wrong with me?
Like, you asked for it, so I asked him, and he was like, I don't care.
Why did I ask for it?
Because you were like, oh, look, it probably has curling. I like curling. Let's see if this Olympic game has curling.
Announcer voice, it didn't have curling.
Yes, and you were very upset.
Very upset. Should give it
But
back.
you still like doing those things. And you also, I think by doing that, like, got as many N64 games as I own.
Yes.
And that made you happy because I had more than you.
You kept holding it over my head that you had more, so.
Yeah, because it was something I could hold over your head.
I have 29 now. How many do you have?
I don't remember. I don't want to go find out. It's on a spreadsheet somewhere. Actually, I think it's on a Word document. I'd have to count it, and I'm lazy.
If I went to my Google Drive and hit shared with me, I should be able to find it, right?
Maybe. You're so bored, you're looking over.
A lot of weird documents to go through here. document called Cobra Mario 64.
It's on my other account, and do I really want to log into it?
I would search for it, but I don't know what the fuck. Remember what the fuck the document would be called?
Like old games or something. It's literally old games. Songs, old console games.
Old games, songs, old console games. Yeah, so this, you're right. It's a Word document. You have to fucking count.
14, 15, 16, 17, 27, 28. Oh, you have one more than me now.
So you want me to give Nagano back?
No.
Why is Destruction Derby 64 in red and like Mega Bomberman in red?
Because I like those games and I would stream them. This is back when I was streaming a bunch. I was like, what could I do? And I'd be like, these two are the best. Like, besides Zelda games. And I'm like, these are the ones people need to see. And I did. I've streamed Bomberman and Destruction Derby, so. He exploded.
Oh my, you think it'll never happen to you? Well, now I've learned my lesson. I think that guy learned his lesson. If anything, he's fucking dead, as Doom said. Amazingly, this guy didn't blow up because he's good. He's good. As you can see, I definitely didn't lie.
You've lied so many times.
Spleen hit Milk Road. Never again. Well, that's about it for 100% Majora's Mask. Gotta make this save file perfect with full health and magic for the next time I use it. To wait, I'll just fucking erase it. But how can I sleep at night? That was totally a saga of a walkthrough of how Bunny should have 100% of this game totally. GoldenEye slappers only. Who am I going to play with, Stalnox? See, now I can sleep at night, but how can Ratmus's friend Beardo ever sleep at night with this. So how is everyone in chat doing, and what are we going to talk about? Well, like I said, I'm continuing to convert and prepare my old computer files for my new computer. Next stream is Saturday afternoon. Ratmus will be coming over and setting up a new grill, so we're going to be doing a totally a
By
live
the way, you know my friend's coming over and I won't be at your stream, right?
on Saturday.
Yes.
Okay. Ratmus is going to live stream assembling the grill, right, Ratmus? No,
Please.
no, he's going to do Echoes of Wisdom.
Full face.
Echoes of Wisdom with half of his ass.
Wait, we don't deserve full ass?
No.
Aww.
I'm sure it's going to be all like 3 streams of nothing but side quests, but I mean, after Ratmus streams, Echoes of Wisdom on Saturday, when's the next time he's streaming Echoes of Wisdom? Probably not till fucking August. Yeah.
Hey, remember the thing I told you the last time about echoes that you should be doing?
Oh, well, yeah, but what if I forget that because you're not there?
Well, I just reminded you.
So yeah,
Rob should be behind the fence where you can like only see above his nose, like Home Improvement.
yeah, I'm sure that's what Stelmax was talking about. So sometime next week, you guys better be excited for test stream on a new computer. We're going to test out every single video
Wii?
game. Wii? Wii? Yes,
Wii?
yes, we're going to test the Nintendo Wii. I am going to test out streaming every video game system that I have, plus Steam, plus emulator. And, well, I will ask you, Song, to, at some point, hopefully get onto voice chat on Teams to make sure that that works. But other than that, I don't really need you to be on voice chat.
Wii?
Wii? Yeah, you want me to go through all of them? No, I'm not going to list all the systems or anything. So I'm totally excited for that, right? You guys should be.
Are you doing the systems that are the super old ones? With like Zelda of Gamelon or something?
I mean, yeah.
But you don't like that one.
Well, tough shit. Gotta make sure the system works.
Was that Wand of Gamelon?
Yes. I mean, I guess I might not bother doing the Atari weird console that we have. I'm not sure.
Wait, are you doing the top loading and the side loading?
I guess I should, yeah.
Oh no, I'm making more. No, you were supposed to be like, no, Song, I don't care that much. Ah.
No, I mean, we got the Switch, we got the Wii U. Yes, and yes.
I've made a mistake.
I mean, when am I ever going to even want to stream the Wii U ever again? I don't know. That's a good question. Well, the thing is, you never. In late July, Cobra's coming over, and we don't know what we're going to stream with Cobra necessarily. But also in July, Ratmus and I are going to buy games at Mojo's in Wisconsin. We got to stream Rockman and Ratmus random Wisconsin games. What if we buy something on Wii U? Like Game Party Champions. Oh wait, we already did that. We got to make sure all these systems work.
Are you gonna get Captain Toad?
No.
But he doesn't jump. So it's not platforming.
Well, like I said, these are going to be test streams. So, I could just be like, well, this is a test. All right, hook this up. Okay, this works. All right, next, hook this up. Okay, that works. Next, okay, hook this up. Next, so that's real exciting.
Can I take a nap?
Not when you're on Teams. Yoshi's Woolly World can piss off.
Don't you have that thingy for it?
Are you talking about Amiibo? I don't think so, no. Yeah, what do you want me to look for, Stelnox?
He doesn't know. It's a recommendation, which means you have to figure it out. Hey, Sonics, you can buy VHS tapes at Mojo's that were owned by Rockman and Madness.
Yeah, you want them signed? Should we raid the person who's streaming Titanic Adventure Out of Time or not and collaborate? Not and collaborate with Bunny Tails who's doing Astrobot, whatever the hell that is. Any TV show from 1980 to 1999, well,
Oh, come on!
you give me that kind of vagueness, and I'll get you something that I like, Stelnox, and you better fucking like it. There's people that I'm not even following that Twitch is recommending that I watch. One of them is doing Wind Waker.
Which Wind Waker?
There's also Xander. So yeah, test streams this month. When I get back from vacation, well, like I said, there's Wisconsin games, there's Echoes of Wisdom, there's Cobra. But what the hell am I gonna stream in July and for the rest of the year? I don't really know. Like I said, Wind Waker. I think I'm gonna wait on Wind Waker. I suppose I could do Zelda 1 and 2 again, maybe. But besides that, I don't have a lot of ideas.
Are you doing Zelda Summer again?
No, clearly not. Because, like I said, the only other Zelda games I think I'm interested in streaming would be Zelda 1 or 2, and those are real short. So I don't know what else to fucking do. Obviously, when I get back, I would normally do a stream of something that people like while I show vacation pics. And Stelnox Song and I are watching Babylon 5. She's up to somewhere in season 4. I've seen it several times. Did Doom already leave for dinner at this point?
Let's get Stelnox to watch the Tremors series.
He said any TV show from 1980 to 1999, but I think Tremors the series was after that, so sorry.
Yeah, but I can bat my eyes. And bat my eyes.
Are you allowed to do anything more than that?
I don't know. No, I wouldn't do that. I could flash some cleavage.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yes.
Yeah, we still have to rewatch Tremors 5, 6, and 7.
We're gonna watch Burt Gummer die again.
I think I used to watch that show, Stelnox. All of a sudden, we're dropping frames after all this time. We dropped 69 frames. That's not very nice. If I remember, Stelnox, that show you're talking about, Get a Life with Chris Elliott, the theme song was literally "Stand in the place where you live," which of course I changed to spam. When we went out to dinner, well, when we went out to lunch at that chicken restaurant for my mom's birthday, and Dad once again forced me to go with some goddamn 11-year-old. No, not the same 11-year-old as before, some different 11-year-old. And I heard him start singing Albuquerque at one point. I wish they had Herman's Head on DVD still, Knox. I would have. Well, I could have bought a bootleg of it, but it was like $200, and I was like, fuck that. All right, enough bullshitting. I don't know why we just dropped 69 frames. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you with Ratmus on Saturday. That's the end of the stream. Bye everyone. Say goodbye, song.
Goodbye, song.
She's a gem.